Welcome back to our renovation in Tuscany. If it's your first time joining us, take a look inside our villa and explore our previous videos at the top right. Let's dive into life here in Tuscany this past week. Work resumed in full force at the villa. Loredan worked hard to get the wall down that separated my office from the bar. We briefly left the villa to run some errands, and when we came back, our eyes lit up with possibilities. We originally wanted to take down this wall because the window on the front facade ran straight in the middle of the wall. In order to open it up, we were going to slightly enlarge the bar space, making my office smaller. But once the wall came down, Rob had the brilliant idea of having one epic entertaining space. We thought long and hard about it all through the weekend and ultimately decided that we wanted to make a larger bar area, complete with an espresso machine and a small sink. Then possibly utilize the large windows and create bench seating underneath. Keeping with the 1960s inspiration we originally had for this space, we wanted to use warm, playful fabrics and mix different materials to create an inviting room. I immediately thought about having a cool Paris coffee bar vibe. I quickly started researching and texting our cabinet maker. We love the use of antique glass for the back of the bar and open shelving to display glasses and bottles. We're so inspired by rich woods and natural stone countertops. We realized that with the money going into opening up the windows and upgrading the windows, new electrical and plumbing, the bar will most likely have to wait for next year. But in the meantime, we are designing and planning out everything with our cabinet maker to set pricing now. Rob came up with a lovely way to anchor the room, a centered large antique table. It would be the perfect spot to pull up and work and also have flower displays. This central table will allow for these smaller sections to flow harmoniously together and to feel connected. By creating one large space, we hope to get more use out of the room. It'll be amazing to have an inspiring spot for collaborating, listening to music, or relaxing with a book during the evenings. Remember our overgrown garden? We were so excited to have Roland, our gardener, back to clear out the west side. We knew there was a brick wall somewhere back there, but we couldn't see it through the dense overgrowth. We honestly couldn't believe the dramatic transformation. Roland told us that this section of the garden was a space for an herb garden, citrus trees, and fruit trees, but nothing really survived except for a pear and apple tree. Before, you couldn't even see the outbuilding. Rob's got big ideas for this building in the garden. He's thinking of creating a gym/recreation room where he can also watch sports. We're so happy with the transformation. We know there's still a lot of cleaning up to do, but it's already a vast improvement. We had no idea that this part of the property was this large. Roland and his assistant were able to make so much progress over the weekend that I wanted to keep up the momentum by tidying up some of the areas he's cleared out. There was a bunch of broken bricks and junk that had been tossed throughout the garden so many years ago. I decided to dig it all up so that the guys can help me clear everything out. We already have some nice ideas for the garden and possibly even a pool in years to come, but we want to slow down before we do any planting since we want to concentrate on finishing the villa first. Since I've been taking a couple hours a day to garden, we got Rooney a bed to enjoy outside. I was so happy to see that he took to it right away. We truly believe that he's enjoying the garden as much as we are, if not more, because he's so calm and content just laying out in the sun. With the wall down in the bar area, Loredan and Signore Biaggi moved on to the kitchen. They measured out the 3 new windows that will help to brighten up this room. Windows are starting to open up and spaces are drastically changing. Tune in next week to see the transformation. Make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave us a comment. We love to hear your thoughts on our villa restoration in Tuscany.